Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tori Brame. Thank you for being here. So today we are going to talk about why sometimes you don't feel a transit. So let me set the scene for you. You are listening to Pam Gregory or Amanda Poole Walsh on her podcast, an Astrology Hub, or maybe even Rick Levine, and you are listening to them meticulously, and they are all three talking about a transit coming up. And they're like, get ready. Everyone get ready because this is going to blow up. You have to know exactly where it is in your chart. So you go in your chart and you look at the houses and you know where it's going to hit and you brace yourself and you wait and literally nothing happens. Nothing in your life happens. Literally nothing has changed whatsoever. Your sister calls you the next week and she tells you her life has been turned upside down with some big news. You go to work the next week and someone else has just had a huge thing that happened to them. And you're looking around and you're like, I cannot believe everybody felt this transit but me. What the hell is wrong with me? Maybe my chart's wrong. It can't be wrong. I have my birth certificate. My dad knows that my birth certificate was accurate because he was there the whole time. Like all this stuff. But I didn't feel this transit at all. I just wanted to talk a little bit about why that might be the case. If you guys have heard of Time Lords, that's what I'm going to be talking about. Time Lords sounds super scary, but it's actually really simple, so I'm going to break it down as best I can. If you are a Placidus or Coke person, you are going to want to switch to whole sign for this analysis. It's okay, don't freak out, whole sign is equally as valid. But for this, you are going to look at what age you are. Very simple. Here's the diagram. You can tell from there that each year, you are going to have a different emphasis on a different house. When you're looking at that house, you want to see what planets are housed inside the house and also what planet is ruling that house. So I'm just going to use my chart as an example for this. As you see here, I have Libra ruling my 12th house in whole sign. If I make it whole sign, Libra is my 12th house. Now Libra is ruled by Venus. So if I am in a 12th house year, I'm going to pay attention to Venus transits. I'm also going to pay attention to any planet that is also housed in that sign. So if I had Mercury in my 12th house, I would be paying attention to Mercury and Venus. So that means I'm paying attention to where Venus is in the sky. So if there is a huge Venus transit where maybe Venus is catching up with Saturn or it's squaring Pluto or something like that, those are the transits that are more likely to affect me. That is the part where I actually start seeing things pop off and happen in my own life. Also, any planet making a transit to my natal Venus. So the sun goes around the entire zodiac every single year. The moon goes around every single month. So I'm going to pay attention to those days where the moon or the sun is conjunct my natal Venus. So what if you are doing this, you're doing the math, everything looks great, and you realize you have a stellium, which is 3 or more planets in one area. So for this, again, sorry, I'm going to use my own personal chart just to show you guys and simplify it. If I move up to my first house, I have Venus, the Sun, Mercury, and Pluto all there. Also, Scorpio is ruled by Mars. So I'm going to be paying attention to Mars, the Sun, Venus, Pluto, and Mercury all that year. It's probably going to be a very busy year for me. However, any other transits that are not either the ruler of that sign or housed within that sign are not going to be very big for me. So if that year there's a giant Jupiter, Neptune, or Jupiter, Uranus transit, I probably am not going to feel it unless it is incorporating one of those other planets that are either ruled by that house or housed by that house. Another thing that you want to look at, which doesn't have anything to do with Time Lords, is your ruling sign. Look at your sun's ruler and your ascendant ruler. Both of those things are going to be things that you're going to pay attention to and oftentimes things that you feel. So no matter what my Time Lord is that year, I always feel Mars transits. I feel them like I can hear them, like I feel them within my body, like they are absolutely so strong, and that's because both my sun and my ascendant are ruled by Mars. Same thing if you're a Gemini rising or a Virgo rising, you might have very intense Mercury retrogrades every single year, no matter what. And that's because that is going to be the ruler of your ascendant. So that's something that you're always going to feel. So look at this for yourself, check into it, see what transits to pay attention to. I used to get so frustrated listening to weekly weathers and podcasts all the time because I was like, so many intense things are supposed to happen and nothing's happening. Like literally nothing is going on. And then I learned about Time Lords and I realized that I might only have like 6 to 10 transits a year that I really need to pay attention to, because all the other ones don't have to do with my planet rulership or my Time Lord rulership. So I really hope this helps. Check it out in your own chart. If you have any questions or I didn't explain that super clearly, just let me know and I'll answer what I can in the comments. You guys take care.